So before we get to the secret menu, I want to try something out. I learned right after I posted the chives video that the chive blossoms are actually edible. So I thought I should really try that out, because I happen to have some on hand right now, and I did throw them away, but luckily I threw them into the compost bucket in my pantry. I'll show you sometime. And there was enough moisture in it that they survived and came into full bloom. Take a look. That's what they look like when they're all the way open. Ta-da! Aren't they lovely? Yes. Oh, well, yeah. So this one's a bit of a straggler. Didn't get all the way there. Oh, well. So, I figured I might as well give it a taste as long as I'm here. So this is sort of a mini unbasketing of a chive blossom. I wish it would be in focus. Oh, well. Cheers. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, basically, it's exactly what you think. It tastes exactly like the leaves. It's a little bit sweeter at first. There's a little bit of a sugariness to it, but then it sort of dissolves into the same exact flavor as a normal chive that you put on your food. Yeah, those are fairly tasty. Not anything spectacular, but yeah, definitely if you don't throw away the blossoms, put them on something. Add them as a decoration on top of a fish dish or something. Just arrange a few of these, like, ding, isn't it pretty? Yeah, I've never been one for decorating my food very much, but hey, if I get a batch of these and keep them alive long enough to put them on something that I happen to have coming up, I'll give it a try. Sounds like fun. Roar.
Shh, roar.
Hi guys, I've the heater's on and it's noisy, but hey, I've decided I'm not gonna wait for it to go off. It'll take too long. Anyway, not much of an intro I can do, because the only thing I really want to talk about is I finally got a smartphone! Yeah! Yes! Yes, welcome to the 2010s, finally. Like, this is a great step forward, because I've had this thing. It's a touchscreen, but it's still a dumb phone. It's the Chocolate Touch is what this is actually called, and I upgraded from the original Chocolate, which was a slider phone, and which I upgraded from I don't even know what the thing was called. It was a flip phone. So yeah, I've had every iteration, basically, except for the old school chunky things where the battery would be larger than this. So that means I've also experienced multiple sure thing fuckatash. I've also experienced multiple methods of hanging up. Which is an odd thing, because now the term hanging up is basically becoming obsolete, because you don't, hang this onto a trigger to disconnect the line. That, fewer and fewer people have landlines. The term is becoming obsolete. So it's an odd thing how that progresses. But it's the one thing that you do kind of, lose with that is hanging up angrily. Like in movies, you see people all the time, hanging up the phone in anger, and it just doesn't have the impact that it used to, because with a landline, it was, never call this number again. With a flip phone, it was, never call this number again. Then with a slider phone, it would be, never call this number again. And now it's just, never call this number again. Boop. So, yeah, it's just not the same. You do lose something. But, that's a sacrifice you have to make if you want to watch cat videos on the toilet. But yeah, I've seen a lot of things, and I've had this for about 4 or 5 years now, because I've just not, I just haven't gotten around to upgrading. But I finally have, so yay! And it's a refurbished 6S, so it's old to everybody else, but it's new to me, so I'm happy. Because I sure as shit was not going to pay full price for a 7. all right? Like, I might be new to this, but I still have standards, okay? Yeah, so, and especially I definitely wasn't going to buy one directly from Apple, because that is stupid expensive no matter what you do. Like, you know, I use Apple products. This is a Mac, this is an iPhone, you know, I do use Apple, but I'm not an apologist, and I'm not a fanboy. It's just what I prefer. It's what I like. So I'm not going to try to excuse the price gouging or the, you know, factory conditions, which is something that a lot of companies need to... We're all hypocrites. Let's admit it, we're all hypocrites. But that's beside the point. The point is, well, with it refurbished, I got both this and a case for it for half the price of what I would have spent on a new phone. So that's the deal-making part of me saying, okay, this is a good thing. And this is a good case. I thought about getting an OtterBox because I've heard great reviews about OtterBox. My brother has one and he raves about it. But it's expensive. You know, it's really good, but it's also really expensive. And, you know, you could say that, you know, I was using some of the money that I saved on getting a new phone on getting a, you know, more high-end case. But that's not how it works, okay? Like, that's not how money works. If you spend less than you could have, that's not the same as saving. But anyway, the cool thing about this case is it actually comes in two parts. This outer, you know, section is removable, and it's actually what you're supposed to do to get the phone into it first. You have to take it out and use this more flexible part to put onto the phone, which I didn't realize the first time I put it in, and I was kind of like forcing it in, and luckily I didn't damage anything, but yeah, that's it's still okay. So you just press it in like that, and that, and that. And then you clip this onto the outside like a data. And there you have a protected phone. Oh, and this thing also did come, the case also came with, where did I put it? Come on, I just had it here. Demonstration, debilitation, dilapidation, consternation. Ah, there we go. It came with a screen protector, but I could not get it to work properly. Like, I could not put it on. It was just always full of bubbles. And they do give you this little card thing to sort of, you know, scrape along the edge and try to force the bubbles to the edge. Doesn't work. Does not work at all. Like, maybe I was just using it wrong somehow, but like, I decided I'm just not gonna bother. I'll just deal with micro abrasions like everybody else. You know, it's odd that screen protectors aren't as popular as they sort of should be, because, you know, these screens are very sensitive and they can get damaged easily. So you'd think more people would use them, but they don't, because they're so obnoxious to try to put on. But there you go. But so yeah, I'm very glad that I have the phone and the case, and I definitely wanted to get a case with it because this simple little gel case has rescued this phone plenty o times. And if you'll notice, I've been gluing it back together. Here, let me get a little more light on that. Yeah, that doesn't help. Yay, lighting master. Anyway, I've been gluing that back together for a while now, because I definitely didn't want to be without it, and I was too cheap to buy a new case. And at a certain point, I wasn't sure they would even make cases for this phone anymore, so there you go. Ta-da! Still fine. So, yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about this time, because that's the only major thing that's happened. So, now that I have one of these, I'm thinking of maybe setting up an Instagram to give you behind the scenes of when I make my recipes, like those old my early episodes when I would show the the snapshot of all the ingredients lined up beforehand. I might start doing that on Instagram. And, other things like, more pictures of Maisie, I give you a few shots of my, hometown, the nature surrounding me. And, I'm playing it by ear at this point because I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet. But, look forward to things. They might be new things, they might be old things, they might be nothings. Ain't I clever? But that's really all I wanted to say. So, as always, guys, thank you for watching. I'm trying to retool my outro, doing a different one for the recipes versus the secret menu. So I'm kind of stumbling over right now. So give me a second. So, thanks as always for watching. Is there something that you guys want to know or see? Then go down to the comments to ask your questions and leave suggestions. Follow me on Facebook, Sabertooth Chef. Follow me on Twitter, Saver_Tooth. You know how YouTube works. Do all the things. And I'll see you in the kitchen.